The whole situation with federal properties has to do with workforce, which you really don't have any control over. The low productivity that we're now seeing in the federal workforce because of the failure of so many employees to actually report to the office. My friend and the chairman, Mr. Comer, pointed out that it found that 17 out of 24 federal agency headquarter buildings were less than 25% occupied. Now, what I want is for people to come back to work, and if we don't need them, we need to reduce our workforce. But if people are not going to come to work, and we need to reduce the workforce, one way or another, we need to consolidate some of these holdings, determine what we really need, and then divest our portfolio of the balance. Have you given any thought to that? Or even repurpose, and I'll come back to that in a moment.
Yeah, yes, sir. This is exactly what we're working on. I mentioned we have a national portfolio review that's been done, and we last week announced that we want to dispose of 23 properties just as a down payment to get started on this. They're scattered around the country. It's a reduction of 3.5 million square feet of space, which is a lot.
I want to ask you.
Cost avoidance of over $1 billion.
Well, there's other opportunities too. You could convert those facilities into other for other uses, and we did that with the old post office.
Correct.
Prior to that, I think we were losing about $6 million a year in maintenance costs, maintaining basically an empty building, and then this committee approved a contract with the Trump organization to convert it to a hotel, and then we turned that around by $9 million a year to a plus $3 million per year in revenue. So are we looking at opportunities for conversion in that regard?
So there are some conversions like that. There are other examples also in Washington. The Hotel Monaco was another one where we call it an out lease,
right?
Where we have a long-term lease with someone to run a property.
But you've got the Hotel Monaco and you've got the Trump Hotel, which was a great success. But there are probably other buildings that could be used for other purposes. But I do want to address something. This is a little personal. I hate to do it, but this whole issue of telework really concerns me because it impacts productivity so much, and you've got to have a collaborative effort that you just don't get with telework. And from March of 22 to March 23, you were working out of Missouri, I think Missouri, 121 days. That's 46.5% of the work days in a calendar year. You traveled 34 days. I think that's fine, but there was another 64 days that you did not appear in person in your office. So that's 71% of the calendar work days. Do you not need to be in your office?
So thanks for that question. Look, DSA has leaned into telework for 20 years through multiple administrations. I
understand that, but not like now. Not like now.
And the result that we've seen over this period, in the last 10 years, we've been able to shrink our footprint, our real estate, by 43%.
But that's not the question.
Saved $300 million.
I understand, and this is why I set this up and said I'm really going to ask you about something that's out of your purview. But when you talk about shrinking the footprint, that doesn't address the issue of are you getting the job done and has productivity increased or gone down? And Madam, productivity in the overall workforce in the United States is at levels lower than what we've seen in 40-something years.
Dear friends, get ready for this. Direct payments will be arriving for all eligible seniors and retirees in just 6 days. Many Social Security recipients will see 2 payments starting in December, but experts have announced 7 shakeups to Social Security that you need to prepare for before the new year. My dear friends, I'll be going over all of this information, so please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, to say thank you so much for being part of this community. Every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway of $75. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these weekly giveaways. Social Security is one of the longest running and most important governmental programs in America, and it's constantly adapting and changing to keep up with economic changes. In fact, Social Security changes so regularly that learning the basics about how the program operates is not enough. Millions of supplemental security income beneficiaries will receive the first of 2 December SSI payments from the SSA, which is worth up to $914 for individual filers. In just under a week, millions of supplemental security income beneficiaries will receive the first of 2 December SSI payments from the SSA, which is worth up to $914 for individual filers. The first installment is set to be disbursed in 6 days, on Friday, December 1st. The second payment, which replaces January's payment, will go out 4 weeks later on Friday, December 29th. But you also have to watch out for the annual updates that can affect everything from how much payroll tax gets deducted from your paycheck to how much your benefit will change on a year-to-year basis, among other changes. Every year, the SSA adjusts the amount of Social Security payouts in response to rising inflation. This cost of living adjustment reached a record level of 8.7% in 2023. But for 2024, the COLA will only be 3.2% as inflation has fallen. According to the SSA, this means the average Social Security payout will increase by roughly $50, although it could vary considerably depending on the size of the current benefit. While Social Security is most widely known for the retirement benefit it pays, it's also an important source of financial security. There are a number of qualification requirements for disability benefits, but one of the restrictions is that you cannot earn above a certain amount and still qualify as being disabled. This earnings threshold changes every year. Just like Social Security retirement payouts increase in line with the rate of inflation, so do SSI benefits. The increase for 2024 is the same as with the COLA. Eligible individual filers will receive $943 per month, and eligible couples will receive $1,415 per month. SSI resource limits remain the same as in 2023, at $2,000 for individuals and $3,000 for couples. Social Security is primarily funded by payroll taxes on current workers. However, there is a limit to how much of your earnings are subject to Social Security taxes. The limit, known as the Social Security wage base, is also updated every year in response to rising inflation. For 2024, the Social Security wage base rises to $168,600. Earnings above this amount are not subject to Social Security taxes. While you are allowed to work after you file for Social Security benefits, if you earn too much, your payout is temporarily reduced. Specifically, the SSA will reduce your retirement benefit by $1 for every $2 you earn over the limit while you are younger than your full retirement age. In the year you reach your full retirement age, the SSA will reduce your payout by $1 for every $3 you earn over the retirement limit. However, a separate limit is used for this calculation. For 2024, the earnings limit for workers younger than their full retirement age is $22,320. The earnings limit for workers in the year they reach full retirement age is $59,520. Every year, the Congressional Budget Office releases data on the solvency of the Social Security program. While ongoing payroll taxes will always continue to fund benefits, at least partially, the trust funds themselves are currently anticipated to be depleted by 2033. This means that by the year 2034, benefits may have to be cut by 25%. So while legislative changes can help shore up the system, at the current time. Those are the projections made by the Congressional Budget Office. Well, my magnificent and most marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. My dear friends, thank you very much for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, every Friday I will be announcing winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.